Welcome back to the Big Screen Podcast. It's your boy Chaos King. We got Ash and the greatest of all time, Naps. And today we watched the new Netflix movie, a zombie movie based from Thailand called Ziam. So, if you watch zombie movies, I watch every zombie movie I can, every
Yeah,
zombie
you won't
film.
like it.
Well, if you watch zombie movies, you know how it is. Either it's really good or
Or
it's
it's
really
ass.
bad. There's no in between. So, I think we can do this one's going to be short. It wasn't good, but the zombies themselves were good, but the story was terrible.
Ass.
But they did a great how many Thailand movies have we watched together?
We have seen the one with cheating, remember? The what was it called? Bad Genius? You know the girl who would
Yeah, that was mine. That was mine.
Yeah.
That was mine. That was a great one.
Yeah. And then we have seen the Hunger, which was also
Yeah, that was good.
yeah.
So this is our
then-
worst Thailand movie we've seen.
Yeah.
but yeah, like when it comes to the story starts out a little confusing because I assumed we kind of read the description, we knew it's about zombies. So they're just showing Thailand like a regular Thailand. And we assumed the zombie apocalypse had already started.
No. They sure the poorest place in Thailand. Those people were like ridiculously poor.
they were they were fishing for cockroaches, bro.
And like
They did not have anything.
the main guy, he was daydreaming about his wife. So I was like, yo, she's probably dead. She got eaten by a zombie. Nah.
She was just working.
Like the zombie apocalypse hasn't started.
Yeah, and then, like she wasn't even in a
They're
different
just poor.
city. It was the same city. She was just working, and dude be dreaming like, I had a wife, and she was beautiful.
My camera froze.
Yeah.
Bro,
But yeah,
bro.
go ahead.
They were so poor when he came home. His wife was cooking up a nice plate of dirt for them. And they would have it with water, with brown water. So
Yeah,
their lunch was basically dirt and water. That's how poor they were.
the dirt they call it the dirt cake, and we were like, wait. Isn't it supposed to have Oreos? And they are like, this is our Oreos.
Yeah, so it's just a very poor part of Thailand, and I guess like they were running out of food or something.
No. The thing was that they never said the timeline, so it felt like more dystopian when they are running out of food, water, and all the resources.
Yeah. So
and we thought that maybe the zombie apocalypse has already hit.
Because they saw a zombie at the beginning, or was it just like a regular hobo?
That was just a regular hobo.
If it's zombie or they're poor.
But pretty much, the wife, she works at a hospital. She's a doctor, and she's a poor doctor, but she's a doctor, and like one of the people who's there, she's been working with the husband of someone who's been like putting experiments with fish to make like a cure for his wife, who is like the first zombie, I guess. So they're trying to find something to make her normal, and pretty much, I guess it's like local fish. So other people catch the fish, and they eat it, and they become zombies, and they come to the hospital, and everyone's like, "Oh no, they're dying!" And then they start infecting everyone at the hospital, and pretty much the whole town shuts down the hospital. Military shooting anyone that walks out, and then we got like the commanders of the army and chief like, yo, there's a virus in there, no one's getting out, or we're gonna blow it up. That's cool. Like it won't kill all of them, but it should work. And then we get to the husband heard about it, so he ran into the hospital, and it's the adventure of the husband who's kind of quiet and doesn't show a lot of emotion, trying to save his wife.
He's bland. Yeah. He's boring.
And we thought he had a sad story killing his wife. Nah, he was that's just his character.
The guy is a good fighter, don't get me wrong, but aside from that, he's pretty bland as a character.
So the main thing with the zombies is he said they're in a hospital, so in closed space, and he's a former boxer, maybe MMA person. So he fights with his fists. Like this first scene we see with him, he's fighting a bunch of people trying to rob the truck that he's driving.
He felt more like the kick fighters. They box and they also
yeah. But he's like a professional, like former
Muay Thai. That's what they call it, right? Muay Thai.
Yeah, because they had his picture outside of
some rundown building.
Yeah, and he was a former.
Things were good. He used to fight.
Yeah, and he was good. So pretty much it's him versus zombies, and he's still using his fists. And we're like, bro, grab anything.
Yeah,
and he's just punching them.
Get a weapon for crying out, bro.
But I guess
he was like, he was like, I got these weapons, these fucking fists.
I got 2 weapons right here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess like no one knew what zombies are except for the little kid, because like there's a little kid there, and like when he sees him, the kid's like, you gotta hit him in the head. It controls everything, and that's the first time we see a zombie die. So then he's like, okay, but yeah, it's just them discovering this is the first time we see zombies here, and they're trying to survive and escape. So they're trying to survive and escape, and pretty much him fighting, and he's still like the whole movie, besides like maybe like one fight scene, he uses his fist. It's crazy. It's like, bro, like some of these zombies, their mouths are like wide open. It's like you're punching them in the face. You're gonna get bit. So the fights themselves, I think the fights against the humans are better than the fights against the zombies.
Yeah, for real.
Because the zombie fights just don't make sense.
No.
Because like he's doing his regular fighting moves, and zombies, they don't feel pain, right?
Yeah.
So like
they would be breaking their bones and they would still be trying to eat him.
Yeah, like the first zombie he fought was a fat zombie, and he's like kicking it in the thigh, and the zombie's like stepping back, like, bro, what?
Yeah. The zombie's like, bro, who are you trying to impress? All those moves. I'm a zombie.
He's like, I'm gonna kill you, not because you're a human, but because of what you're doing right now. Like, this don't hurt me.
Like, if he used a sword, it would make sense because he can chop the head off.
If you grab literally anything and hit me, I respect you more. But you're using your face. Do you know who I am? So yeah, these zombies, they're going crazy. Pretty much of all the innocent people there, everyone dies except for our main people.
If I'm not mistaken,
the boy.
If I'm not mistaken, they said there were 500 people in the hospital.
Yeah.
By the end, only 2 make it alive.
So was it 500 including the sick people?
I think so.
So that means we add a few, like maybe 30, 40 for guests who are just there with the family. So it was like,
it's like a
yeah.
It was like 500 people in the building.
And in the end, the wife and the little boy make it out. And the husband, it's like, okay, so the whole thing with the husband, he gets shot by some humans rescuing someone else's wife. And then he still fights and pretty much gets all those humans killed. And then he gets in a car that blows up.
But
he walks out of it unscathed. And then,
he just is like slides out from beneath the car and perfectly fine.
They don't even
show it. Like all the zombies are reaching into the car.
Yeah, like if they showed get out from one door, close it, and come out from the other door or window and slide under, that would make more sense. But he just goes inside the car, blows up, comes beneath it. How did
the car blow up? That was my question.
Bro,
yeah.
Out of this movie, that's the thing that made the least sense because how did
there's one more.
No, there's one more. The last
one. But yeah, how did it blow up and how did he survive?
Yeah,
because there was like 20 zombies reaching into the car, so
all the zombies were blown up,
and they're hurt. He's fine. So we were confused, and then there's a helicopter that the people used to save that wife that was sick, but they're leaving with the girl, with his wife and the child.
Another thing that doesn't make sense is like, towards the end, why did he not just climb the helicopter? Why did he have to walk all slowly as if it's a rom-com movie and
Yeah.
this is the ending scene where the
At this
where the
point,
main lead comes back, walks slowly?
at this point, I assumed he got bit. That's why.
Yeah.
Because like
No.
because there's like 1,000 zombies trying to break through the door behind him. So I'm like,
Well,
okay, he got bit.
the most reasonable explanation would be that he got bit and he didn't want to infect her. That's the only.
Then
No,
so-
but he started fucking kickboxing everyone.
Yeah.
He-
the helicopter flies off, and the wife's like, "No, don't leave him." And the little boy's like, "Good, she's mine." And then we see him. He's looking at her, and then a zombie appears, and he's like he watches WWE. He starts doing wrestling moves.
yeah, he's
He's
like
beating
John
the
Cena
zombies.
against Nexus, just single-handedly taking everyone off.
And he just starts kicking the zombies to death. And then the whole point with the hospital was like the military, they're gonna blow it up. So it blows up, and the hospital crashes. And we're like, okay.
And he comes out of a thing. I don't even know what that thing was.
So
And
like,
how did he get in?
right before the credits, we just see him that shows a rubble, and then we see him pop out of it. Like, bro, what the fuck? You were on the
Also, the
roof.
wife was playing with the ring.
I don't
Like
He was on the roof.
ring off.
I don't think that's after the building's. I think that's a memory from before all of that happened.
Bro, what?
Like the ring coming off.
No, when they show him alive again.
Oh, that was after. Bro, what the hell?
The
That
zombies
wasn't
were
after.
everywhere.
That was before.
Bro,
It was after.
it's delusional.
Yeah.
Bro.
No, it's not delusional. You cannot even fathom to believe that that shit happened because it did not make
Our
any
whole
sense.
building fell on him, bro. He's not
Okay, so he was,
after that.
this is a hospital.
That's how unrealistic that was. That my
So-
man thought that it was canon.
So they're in a hospital in a city. So this is like 14 stories, maybe 15. He's on the roof.
Yeah.
They put the bombs, I guess, on like every floor. It blows up. The whole thing.
Yeah, bro.
falls
That's
down. So
if-
he's instantly dead. He
if
has
you-
no weapons. No
Yeah.
He's
if
instantly
you
dead.
are in an elevator and elevator just falls right into the freaking ground, you're not going to be like the door will open and you're going to be perfectly fine. You're going to be dead. But this dude,
They
He
they
did not-
showed him. They showed him under rubble, and then he pops out.
no, it was just like this metal structure, which was probably like something that's, for the air conditioning unit and stuff.
Yeah.
He just kicked the vent out and came out. That's
And-
not how it works. It doesn't even have cushion. He would have been dead.
And where would that have come from? Because he was on the roof fighting.
Yeah. Oh,
His wife saw him get blown up. She was like, "Oh my god, he's still fighting!" And then boom.
no,
where-
that's like saying like if you and a fat guy falls and you use the fat guy as a cushion, you're gonna
mean,
survive.
I mean, you might.
I mean,
as
if
long as
this
he
guy
doesn't
can
explode.
survive in a freaking metal, you definitely can survive in a freaking fat guy on top of fat guy.
So like this whole part with him, like the main dude, he was too much. Who fights zombie? So I think this is a modern day movie. It's not like an
Yeah,
So that means you have knowledge of what zombies are. Okay.
like there were guns there, so much stuff there, and dude was just fist fighting.
And I get he was like a champion. But
Oh, you know what?
these things are he literally stabbed one in the chest and he was still alive.
Like
He's
it
still
would
fighting.
it would make more sense if those zombies were not zombies but gang fighters and him fighting. That would make more sense.
Mhm.
As like the lead goes away with the other gang member.
You know what? That's kind of what makes the zombie spin a little different, because I do like that he's fighting with fists, but I also would have liked if he fought with weapons too, and he did a little bit, but
So
not that much.
he had a few like at the end before the building
Yeah.
exploded, he had a weapon in his hand finally. We're like, oh my god, he's learning.
No, technically what he did was he put his hand inside a metal structure and was just beating like smashing their heads off.
Yeah.
Like that made more sense. That kind of fighting is cool.
Yeah.
And he was just taking them down as if they were just regular human being.
Yeah.
Like dude had unlimited stamina. All it took was a
Well,
5-minute rest.
See, if he had gotten a BJ, he would have had more.
Yeah,
He would have been able to. He he could have flown because that's why he didn't get in the helicopter. He was like,
Or,
I got blue
you
balls.
know, the moment he appears is when the wife takes off the ring. So maybe he did not like her that much. He was waiting for her to take the ring off.
Well, to be fair,
So
about his wife was constantly complaining about her kung fu boyfriend to her other friend. She's
why are
like,
you still
yeah,
fighting? You're not that. You were a champion like a decade ago. Stop.
Stop
yeah, you're
talking.
It's
so
like I'll show
extra.
you.
You're always
But
fighting.
this this movie, yeah, a lot of stuff happened, but like there were some serious scenes, I guess. Like the little boy when his mom got affected. She's one of those people who watches the babies, the newborn babies. And then the little boy's like, "Mom," I think we can all agree the little boy had the most, but he was like, "No, Mom, I want to stay with you." And he's like, "Nah, I got to go find my wife." And then she turned into a zombie and started eating babies. Or the guy, the security guy on the first floor, and the little girl walked outside, and the military is shooting anyone who comes towards them.
You know what?
So the guy,
You know what I would have liked in this movie? Because he's stuck in the hospital fighting everybody by himself. I would have liked if I had added another character, like another person that was in the hospital that could fight too and help him. But he would have his own agenda, probably like a wife or something. But
so the whole hospital thing, the only people who could actually fight were the people sent to save that other guy's wife,
the SWAT team,
and
basically.
him. Yeah, trained professionals. And they were supposed to be the best of the best.
If this movie had like a partner, like a guy that became their partner, it would have been more interesting because the main character.
Well, I think they did, but he sacrificed himself to save a little girl and
Yeah,
died.
if that guy had been, it would have added more to the film because the main character is so bland that maybe they could have given the partner some personality, and maybe
Yeah,
even like a joking personality a little bit.
I think that was a point of the little kid because yeah,
The little
the
kid
main
was there for humor. But dude was so traumatized that he could not have any humor.
we're traumatized from what though? The zombie apocalypse haven't even started. He's just like we assume his
His,
kids died, right?
his
Or
mom.
yeah, like I don't know. There was a lot of stuff missing from this, but I guess like for a movie in general, it wasn't good. But like for a zombie movie, it was okay. Just because the zombies were good enough, not because of the story.
The zombie transformations and the whole ambience of the zombies was okay, was pretty well done. But it was
Weird, that weird scene where all the zombies started waking up from the water coming down or whatever.
oh yeah.
I don't really get it, but the zombies look cool, especially like if you were in a wheelchair before you became a zombie, guess what?
You know, we were just
You're tied to the wheelchair because they strap him and stuff. They had one zombie, and the little kid started laughing because he was in a wheelchair. You see, he was the humor.
yeah. The kid is probably the best actor in this movie.
Definitely wasn't KF. Oh yeah, and the Colonel from
Oh,
KFC.
the TFC guy. But no, he sells fish, so it's like
I'm not a real doctor. I've been lying for 10 years. I just bought this coat. Oh yeah, like for it was it was an ad movie. What do you what was your ranking?
I did
Ash.
not like it at all. I'll give it probably a 4 out of 10.
Hey, what about you, Rock?
I think the fighting was okay, it was decent, especially like you said with humans. Those kind of fights. When at the beginning of the movie, I thought it was gonna be that kind of movie. I thought it would have more interesting fights. It's the story. The story is super simple. Just go to a hospital, save your girlfriend, and get out. Um, Overall, I give the movie, I don't know, 5.5. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd probably do the exact same 5.5.
Yeah, because I would not recommend this movie for anybody
No,
to watch it. It's
I guess only like zombie people because they'd watch it, but like besides that, like a random movie.
Oh, like even if it were like people who want to see bad movies, this movie did not have anything that was good
I mean, this is
that
not a
you would
bad.
enjoy.
Like, it's not
Yeah,
like people who watch like bad movies. They want like atrociously terrible.
yeah.
This doesn't. This doesn't meet those qualifications.
This is a boring movie, I would say.
Yeah, boring. Yeah, boring is a good word for it.
I didn't.
Let's change it to Ziam.
I didn't find that boring. Me personally, I didn't find it boring per se. I just found it a little bare. Like
No, like usually in every zombie movie, what happens is like they would add like a villain, like
Yeah,
a human villain who's trying to do. Here, there was none of that shit. There
it
was
was
just,
the military trying to leave and survive. A guy trying to save his wife.
yeah, like there was no factor that
Even
make
the
you feel like, and it wasn't even like, for example, in Train to Busan, there were a lot of shit people and who were like sacrificing, and it was a train, so there was very restricted environment, so that added some spice to it. Here they had a hospital. What they needed was some scumbags, like for example introduce some gang people or something and have
like
something.
I really thought the the guy who ate the fish, who was the first person at the hospital,
Yeah,
he was gonna come back, but he never did. I don't think they ever showed
yeah,
him.
no, he
I
could
thought
have been an alpha zombie.
yeah,
He could lead a whole zombie gang, and kind of that would add like some villainous thing, and you would be like, oh my god, what's going to
yeah.
happen? Like there's some thrill and some shit like that.
Like he and his wife's going, but he has to stop him so she can get on the helicopter. Easy, instead of having him survive a car blowing. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the movie, it had potential, but it's not the worst zombie movie I've ever seen. But it's nowhere
listen, bro. I figured.
near good.
I figured out. I knew the reason why he didn't get into the helicopter. First of all,
Why?
he knew that the girl was probably gonna adopt that kid, and he's like, "I'm not ready to be a father." Just kind of with the whole building, and then I can survive this. I'm sure I can survive this. And after I survive this, she will think I'm dead, and I have nothing to do with her again. So I'm free, and I'm a cute guy. If the guy was handsome, okay, he doesn't have a lot of personality, but he could get another girl. So he decided. So it was a chance for him to get a second life. So he's like, "No, I'm not going to the helicopter."
So it's like I just found out I have main character. I survived the car blowing up. Okay, I don't want that kid holding me back. But yeah, this was Ziam. It's an offer. I think all of us say no, don't watch it. Even if you like zombie movies, this is one of those zombie movies you don't need to see.
No, you know what, bro? Here's the thing. There's some people out there that will watch this movie and give it a 10 out of 10. There's people that,
Yeah.
Bro,
you know,
there's people, bro, that new Jurassic World movie. People gave it to that too. This is
bro, it's
but,
ridiculous. I was arguing with somebody over a forum. I'm not saying, bro. He gave the first Jurassic Park a 10 out of 10, and I'm like, bro, that's a good movie, but it's not a 10. The fuck you talking about, bro?
so 10, 10
10 is
look, when you give it 10, the problem is people who give 10s is purely nostalgic emotion.
or something like
It has nothing to do with the actual movie. The movie is probably trash. Like, look, Jurassic Park, it's a nice movie. Don't get me wrong, but it's the first time we really see dinosaurs like that.
Yeah, and it's
But
a great movie, but it's not a 10 out of 10, bro.
No, 7 to 8. I can't remember. I haven't done one since.
8.5 or an 8. But dude, people that throw out 10s, they don't respect the rating system, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, there's someone on IG who does that.
10 out of 10. Very few movies. In fact, I can think of any movie that's a 10 out of 10.
Cloud Atlas. Cloud Atlas.
Nostalgia, bro. Okay, that's your nostalgia.
Hey, don't you put that evil on me.
Bro, that's the movie. I'll give you that, but it's not a 10 out of 10.
No, honestly, my favorite movie that, if we're going ratings wise, would be The Departed, and that's not even a 10.
Exactly.
It's a great movie, so I wouldn't give it a 10.
Exactly.
Like a 10 is crazy. I think a 9 is crazy too. 8 is more common.
Yeah, 8. A great movie usually for me is like an 8.5. If it reaches a 9, that shit is like, yeah, you know. Uh,
Yeah,
no,
like
bro.
that's
But this guy on the forum gave Jurassic Park a 10 out of 10, and I responded to him like, bro, it's a great movie, but a 10 out of 10? Like, what the fuck are you doing? And some other guy on the forum was like, I don't think we should judge the ratings people give to movies.
No, we should.
I don't
If
think
there was something just like that, we should.
you should have been like, here, no disrespect, no
But are
offense,
you
man.
stupid? Are you stupid?
Yeah. Oh, that guy who was the guy who told you that would have been like, yo, man, everybody's different with the ratings, man.
I don't give a shit if you're different or not, but you are definitely not
I think if you're
insane a person.
if you're willing to give your rating publicly, you deserve to be ridiculed for it. If it's stupid,
bro, a 10 out of 10? Come on. And then another guy was like, yeah, I think Jaws is better. I'm like, Jaws is not even a 10 out of 10 movie either. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
yeah, all right. There's someone on IG doing that too. And we got a few people who are like, bruh, you see this shit?
Yeah, so some people are gonna watch this movie and be like, great kung fu movie. It mixed kung fu with zombies, and the main character, he was great, amazing. I give this a 9 out of 10. And we're like, bro, what?